Hey everybody, Tim here with part 2 of the Clone Wars series. Absolutely love this. Like, I had actually planned on doing like 6 episodes for the review for this, but after just finishing 3, I was like, oh my god, like this series is so great. Like, I had to stop because I was like, 3 episodes is enough. I can do it. Which means there's going to be a lot of Clone Wars reviews. So for this one, I'm going to start off with Season 3, Episode 1, Clone Cadets. And this is all about introducing the Domino Squad, which is heavy, droid bay, echo, cut up in 5s. Which I don't know why, but 5s is kind of my favorite. I don't know why. Mostly it takes place on the planet of Kamino, which is where they make all of the clones. And we actually see, like, the clone makers as they're talking about, like, well, Jango's DNA is getting really thin, so you guys might want to, like, look for somebody else. And it's like, okay. And we kind of see how, like, it's a process. Like, just making the clones is a thing. They're manufactured. Sometimes things go wrong, and that's where we get, like, 99, who is just a maintenance clone at that point. But mostly, it's a training ground, and that's the point of the Domino Squad, is these 2 bounty hunters are brought in and paid by the Jedi to train these guys and to watch them go through all of the different obstacles. And at first, like, Domino Squad, which is a very important, like, group throughout the series, which is why, like, even though this is the premiere of Season 3, by the time I actually get to the premiere of Season 3, we've seen them a lot through the series. And we watch them kind of grow, and they don't get along at first, and there's different things. And then even the bounty hunter that's, like, teaching them, like, keeps things from them, and like he keeps their belts away so they can't even complete the obstacle correctly. But you know what? They finally work together and they find a way around the obstacles, which again, 99 kind of comes back to that. And it's a great episode. It was really, really well done. It was kind of a standalone episode, but it was great. Next, we got Season 3, Episode 3, Supply Lines. And when I first watched it, I was like, why is this important? Like, I didn't get it at first, but as I continue, like, I'll kind of explain. It is actually important. Where we meet, is it Chom? I think it's Chom Syndulla. Syndulla is important, but of Ryloth. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And his planet's in trouble. So Bail Organa and Jar Jar Binks, Representative Binks, have to go to Torgadia and basically, like, try to get supplies to them. So, and if you guys remember from episode 1, that's Watto's people. I'm a Torgadian. Like, Jedi mind tricks don't work on me. And it's like, okay, so Torgadians are actually kind of interesting. Overall, the episode's interesting because we see the king of Torgadia, and he's like, no, we're kind of an independent people. Like, we don't want to join the Republic, but we don't want to join the Separatists. We just want to kind of stay together. And then, of course, we have the tradespeople come in. The scene that gets me, and I don't know, like, I know everybody hates Jar Jar. It's a thing, and I don't want to, like, dwell on it. But the whole, like, table tricks where Bail is trying to get the ships out of there because the king is secretly like, people need help, and my people will always help people in need. Which is not something we get from Watto. But when Jar Jar's like, look at the cups, look at the plates. And it's like, okay, that's a bit much for me. But it's a really kind of interesting episode where we kind of get, like, the victory. So I really liked that one. And like I said, as I'm watching that episode specifically, I'm like, this just seems really odd. Like, I don't know why I'm watching this. So the series has begun. As far as, like, the official chronological order, Season 1, Episode 1, Ambush. And I'm like, okay, here we go. And guess what? Right off the bat, the King of Torgadia. And it's Ventress and Dooku are like, join us. And he's like, I don't know, Yoda's supposed to be here to talk to us. And I'm like, oh my god, the Season 3 episode is all about him trying to decide. And this is the episode where he does finally decide. So whoever made this chronological list, I will stop questioning it. They do know what they're talking about. And so the whole episode is about the King of Torgadia. And he's trying to decide, like, do I go with Yoda or do I go with Ventress? And they end up making it a bet where, like, if Yoda can survive all of the droids, then he'll go with them. If he's captured, he'll go with Ventress. So the whole episode is just with Yoda doing his battle sequences, dealing with the droids. It's great. And of course, Yoda's gonna win because he gets there at the end. And Dooku's like, well, oh well, your successor will have to go with it. Kill him. And Ventress goes to, like, kill the King of Togadia. But Yoda, of course, gets there right at the nick of time. It's a kid's show, whatever. And let me tell you, the amount of sass that Yoda has to Ventress is off the charts. Like, I had to pause it. I was laughing so hard. Where he's like, you're strong, but you're not that strong. And he, like, takes both of her lightsabers, kind of looks at them like, it's not bad, and gives them back to her. Like, you can have these. Like, what are you going to do? It was amazing. Like, Yoda's sass level is something we have never seen before. These 3 episodes have been phenomenal. I'm super excited to keep watching this series. I'm really enjoying myself. I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know, and I will see you guys next time for part 3.